Hi, my name is Rebecca Ogletree. I work with the Family Support Services agency here, and I'll be addressing some concerns of yours that you have today. What has brought you into the agency?
Well, financial instability.
So you have some concerns with your current financial situation?
Yes, I have a newborn at the house. He's 6 months old, and with him just being born and needing the attention, my wife has had to be a stay-at-home mom, which the lack of her income from the job she did has was already stretching us and burdening us, and now I've got a pay cut from my job. I've been there 3 years. I really like it, but the company decided to do a pay cut throughout the whole company instead of laying off people.
So it sounds like your wife's decision to stay at home has put a financial strain on the family.
Well, yes, but it wasn't. It was something that we both discussed. It was with what she was making and the price of childcare today, especially for an infant. It didn't. The cost benefit analysis didn't make sense for her to go to work and us to have to pay for health care.
So it sounds like you have thought this through, the decision for your wife to leave her job and stay home, but needless to say, it is putting financial strain. That's why you're here, I'm guessing.
That's it. Yeah, it was something we discussed for a long time, but it still doesn't hurt any less.
And you mentioned this job that you've been with for a while, having to make some cuts to their budget, which in turn resulted in a decrease of your pay, which I'm sure that must not have been very timely situation considering the birth of your child.
It is very untimely, and it's just a bad situation. I try to stay positive, but it has been a little difficult recently, which is what brought me in, seeing if there's anything that I could get help with.
So sounds like you're concerned about your financial well-being and of course the well-being of your wife and new child. I've got some information here about the what they call child care subsidy. And I'll give the application on your way out. And what that is you fill out an application with your current financial status, and they get back to you actually within 10 days to let you know if you are eligible for this child care subsidy. And they will take into consideration your current situation with your pay cut and your wife not being able to work due to the cost of child care. And there are select child cares across the city that will be accepting this form if you are eligible, which it sounds like you will be due to the facts that you've shared with me. Now, were there any other financial concerns? I'm sure that the pay cut at your job and the loss of your wife's income has caused you to have to make some changes in your day-to-day life.
No, and I do, when I look at it, sometimes I do realize it should be temporary, because once he grows up and he can start going to school, she should be able to go back to work, and things should be okay. But for right now, it is really difficult, and I do have pride and try to make sure all my bills are paid. But the lack of income has really put a burden on me.
Well, we do offer here at the Family Support Services Center, we offer some financial management classes. They are free and open to the public, and they will kind of help you take into consideration the budget that you're working with now and they also will teach you how to adjust your budget to your needs and kind of cut out things that maybe you might be able to live without for a short while, as this is a temporary financial situation for you. So I'll be sure to give you some information about that on your way out. And what other concerns could I help you with today?
Well, one other thing is the healthcare. We didn't really, with the lack of income, it has been hard to get affordable healthcare. And my wife has had some health problems, and we have to have decent health care or else it's going to end up costing us more in the long run. And I'm trying to balance the unforeseen versus what I can actually afford, and that has been a real big burden.
So do you currently have a health care plan, or?
Right now we do, but it's bottom of the barrel, and she's had some real bad health issues, and God forbid if she has another real bad episode, like she's had heart surgery and some other things, then the bottom of the barrel healthcare is just going to end up leaving us high and dry and costing us more than the good healthcare.
It sounds like you definitely have some fears with the bottom of the barrel healthcare, as you call it.
Oh, for sure, there's definitely a fear, but I can't afford the better healthcare, so it's just playing a risky game right now.
Okay. Well, there is what they have set up now with the Affordable Care Act. There's what they call a hardship exemption that we can have you file for, and they'll take into consideration the situation leading up to your current financial hardship, as well as the financial situation that you'll be in for the next few months until your wife is able to return to work, or if we're able to get you the child care subsidy perhaps sooner, and this could be possibly rectified sooner. And we'll have you fill that out, and what that'll do is allow you to avoid fines with the government for not having health care if you aren't able to currently afford a better plan. And also, with your current income and your wife's loss of income, then you may be able to have her apply for Medicaid, or which will provide health care for herself and the baby. And we'll have you fill out those forms as well, and bring those back on our next at our next visit. Does it sound like we've addressed some of your more serious concerns today?
Yes, I definitely feel a lot better, and with those outlets that you've provided me, it definitely gives me a sense of security, like somebody is there for me.
That's good. And do you not have a support system around you other than your
Well,
wife?
no, not really. We're here in Florida, and we're both from Georgia. We moved down here 5 years ago, and we don't have much support with me working all the time. And with the new child, the friends that we did have kind of scattered, and it's, no, there's really not much of a support.
So it sounds like you really don't have anyone there to talk to about your concerns been going on, anyone to support you with the current difficulties.
And that's what really brought me in here today, because I don't want to burden my wife with my feelings and insecurities, because she has enough to worry about. So I kind of wanted somebody to talk to for help, and as more of a sounding board, somebody to listen to. And you've been a great help, and I do appreciate it.
Well, this isn't the end. We'll definitely look into these avenues of possible help for child care and health care, and see if you're eligible for any of these assistance programs. And also remember the financial management classes. That'll help you with your new financial situation, learn how to budget your money and manage your money better, just for your temporary financial circumstances. And perhaps it'll put your mind at rest, that maybe you won't be dealing with such a hardship as you feel like you were when you first came in. Is that all today, Mr. Oglesby?
That's it. And like I said, I greatly appreciate your time.
All right, well, you have a great day.
Thank you.